Alright. What to do now? I did get asked to speak to Adelaide. But Sirona did need some help as well. And Sirona's been helpful, so let's go see what Sirona needs. Oh.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay. Alright, Natsai. Is it Natsai Onai or is it Natsi Onai?
Revelio.
Probably should have paid more attention, shouldn't I? Alright. Not what I meant to do. Dang it. Okay. The High Keep. Natty is... Natty is... Okay, yeah. Natty is waiting for me near a castle ruin. And I need to attend astronomy class. But I think I go help Sirona first. Go help Sirona. And I think then we'll go and see Natty. And then... Oh, yeah, and I forgot again. I've got a talent to spend. Okay. What are we thinking? Okay. I've got access to, like... Because I'm past level 22 now, I have access to all of the talents. Or at least all the talents that I can see. I will be honest. It feels like level 22 is really kind of low level to be able to see all of the talents, right? Like, I feel like there might be more. That's pretty good. I don't stealth that often, though. What is this? Stupefy deals direct damage. That might be nice. Help out a little bit. Against airborne enemies. Contribute more to the ancient magic meter. Okay. Wigan Weld heals you to a greater effect. I haven't noticed that I need that yet. But I might. That might be a thing that comes up. Defeating a cursed enemy restores some of your health. I do actually like this. I think we're gonna take that. It'll just kind of passively give us some healing. Yeah. Okay.
Revelio.
Won't lie, I had kind of half thought that I was going to run into Ominous there. Oh, hello. The alien key. Yeah. Where are you going? Up. Is it up?
I need to stop by the owlery.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Just when I think I'm finished with my schoolwork, I remember another...
What, how many more of those do we have? I can't recall. It's been a while since we've gotten one. The alien keys. I need 4 more, okay. And apparently I oversaw
If it's
Sebastian
not 12
and
inches of
Ominous
parchment for potions, it's 20 inches for
arguing?
charms. I have family in Eindale. Father wants me to visit.
It's herbology homework, you say? Well, your homework
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Revelio.
I think we still go... This is so cool. The pumpkins and everything. I still think I'm gonna go to see Sirona.
Can't seem to get the smell of the light.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk to Ominous and Sebastian before we go meet with Natty. This is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. I got distracted thinking about what I was doing. Or what I was, like, not what I was doing right now, but what I was gonna do later. Listen, it happens, okay? So yeah, so we're gonna go see what Sirona wants. Every time it does that, I think that I've walked past something that I should have discovered. Hello. I don't know why I'm walking. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. All right. 3 broomsticks is right here.
Revelio.
Oh, there's something actually.
Glad you came.
No, we've not been upstairs with the 3 broomsticks yet. It's a little disconcerting.
Revelio.
Character. Yeah, it's a little disconcerting sometimes. You'll hold your forward button down, like your walk button, and sometimes your character will walk, and sometimes they will sprint. And there seems to be very little reason as to why there's the change between walking and sprinting. So that is a little... Like, I don't know why my guy's running right now.
Aloha Mora. Mine now, damn it. Revelio.
Let's see. The 3 Broomsticks private room is a secluded space off of the main room of the pub. Hogwarts professors appreciate having a separate area in which to gather to avoid encountering students. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the students appreciate their professors having a separate area as well. Is it too late or too early in the day or whatever for the demiguise statue here? A blank square frame. Okay.
Revelio.
What time is it? How do you... It's just... It looks like I can grab it now. So it must have just been the beginning of morning at that point. Ooh, hello. Pigs. Okay, now we're sprinting again. Alright, cool. Sprinting is definitely what I intended to do, for sure. And I definitely intended to start walking right there. Yep. Alright, let's go speak to Sirona.
Revelio.
Glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Miss Sprottle have a Wiggenweld supply?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Okay, well, yeah, I can stop by.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Oh, good.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I will do so. So it's not just, oh, she has a box of letters at her home.
Revelio.
It's like, hey, there's a box of letters, and it's probably in, like, a dungeon or a cave or something, surrounded by great vicious beasts. And, yeah, I mean, you can sort with goblins and, the Inferi. You can probably go and get that out for me, right? Yeah, thanks. No worries, Sirona. I suppose. Hello, kitty. It's been a while since I've been able to pet a cat. Oh, yes, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Alright. Okay, guess I'm climbing that rock. I intended to do that, in case you were curious. That was my intention all along. Go.
Revelio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Oh, you know what? We haven't done a Merlin trial in a bit. Let's do this one.
I dream of making a better world for me.
Is there someone down there that I need to... Oh, it's from that castle, yeah.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
A pleasant surprise. We literally stopped here on purpose, man. Oh, no, that's right. This is...
Lumos.
No.
Incendio. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo.
Thank you.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Okay. Okay, so we finished that Merlin trial. And now... Go.
Revelio. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Dugbog warning. Oh, it's not. Is that okay? Dugbog warning. Warning, Dugbog sighting, be careful. That's pretty useful, actually.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Right. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I actually have some with me, yeah.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, we can talk about this when we get back. All right, let's go get this done.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
I already gave you the Horklumps. But
Revelio.
oh, there's some dudes here. Cool. Let's go mess up their whole day.
Expelliarmus.
Irondale is not appropriately named.
This must be the cavern, Mrs. Sprottle. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo.
What have you done?
Yeah, I feel better. Don't you? Some Horklumps. Yay. I mean, to be fair, I already gave the lady all the Horklumps she needs, but I can replenish my stock now.
But I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio.
She should be, but I dare say she won't be. Okay. I'll have to...
Compulso. Revelio. Confringo.
Come on to you, Devil's Snare.
Revelio.
Alright. More Horklumps. Huh. Looks like a troll. There's a, I think. I mean, it looks like a club there, right?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
Accio. Revelio.
Okay.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus!
No.
Confringo! Glacius! Defendo! Incendio! Descendo! Compulso!
Come on. Really? Come on. Let me get out of the way. Like, why am I not? Thank you.
Arresto Momentum!
Not what I meant to do.
Incendio!
Also, not what I meant to do. Okay. Get out of the... Come on, go! What are you doing? Fuck! That's it. That's all I get.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Well,
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
oh my god. Come on, get up.
Expelliarmus!
Move! Oh my goodness. Come on, move! Good lord,
Confringo!
man.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
It would, I can't move. It won't let me move. Like, man, this, like, inability of my guy to move out of the way is very frustrating to me. No, move! Come on! Come on! Oh my god. Like, you have to hold down the fucking roll button to make him do the long roll, and every time I hold it down, he just doesn't do the long roll. Or, when I'm trying to just roll a short distance so I can get, like, not into the cave, that's when he decides to do the long one. That is extremely frustrating. Like, extremely
That's all
frustrating.
the Horklumps for now.
No
Mrs.
reason
Bottle should
for
be
that.
pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll. Put it all together. Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
Okay, didn't throw it at the troll.
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Super useful.
Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
Oh, come on.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupid! Expelliarmus!
Sure.
Confringo! Glacius!
I can't move. Of course, because he's in the animation. So of course I can't move.
Glacius! Confringo!
Because why would I need to be able to move in a fight with a troll?
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius!
Right?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Trying to...
Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Crap?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Okay. That's not... Come on.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
There we go.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it was.
Accio!
And all for nothing, as I have yet to see anything.
Confringo! Lumos.
Remotely resembling Sirona's box of letters down here.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
This way.
Descendo. Depulso. Revelio.
Okay. I'm having difficulty with like movement control today for some reason. It just doesn't feel as smooth as it normally does. Normally the game is quite smooth in the controls, but today it's like I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't changed any of my system settings or configurations or anything, so I don't know. Yes, Sirona, when I arrived here, I had trouble sensing. I had a troubling sense that, in many ways, I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a Legilimens, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me when you told me about how nervous you had been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense I mean, everyone around you, without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sproul that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sproul whenever I can, with a delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Okay. My dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sproul for their hospitality, but I felt the need to put a quill to parchment my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. From the castle? I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe he was singing? And Mrs. Sproul's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that that Ravenclaw is no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena. Okay.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. And now we've won the Quidditch Cup, Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean. Okay. Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Pinky to make you your favorite. Cream Crowdy, she was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that, Pinky. Best.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Mrs. Sproul, mother and father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrag's last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress, a challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine for 3 broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mrs. Sproul agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the movement. It's,
Accio. Confringo.
oh,
How come I always draw the short straw?
You're the little sod that saved
Accio.
Expulso!
Protego. Defendo.
To get my claws out.
Stupefy. Incendio.
Reducto!
Stupefy. Protego.
now.
Reducto!
I've seen Billy with yours.
You.
Coward!
Animagistat.
Expulso! Damn you!
Animagistat. Come on, Reducto.
I'll watch the light.
Protego.
Stupid.
Stupefy.
Oh!
Stupefy.
A lucky
Incendio.
shot. Reducto!
Lumos.
Oh, it's
Did
Reducto.
I hurt you?
God damn it.
Avoid it.
Expulso! Hold still!
I don't think I shall. You're still up.
Reducto! Expulso!
Okay. Now, come on, Reducto. Reducto me.
Reducto!
Defendo.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you. That's what I was trying to do that whole time. There we go.
Revelio.
Some lacewing flies. Yes, I think I shall. I don't remember what potion I use lacewing flies for, but there is something that I use them for. Concentration. Interesting. Yes.
Revelio.
Oh, I can't jump down there. Probably because it would hurt. Let's sell something over here.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Okay. Bye. Goodbye.
Doors door's always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Thank you. Oh.
Revelio.
That's the thing. Okay. No, no, I was heading the right way. Oops.
Taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Well, thank you.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I guess I'm just gonna hover over this lady's shoulder.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
And what about...
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
And Mrs. Sproul.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Well, I'm happy that I helped.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.